Vroman's nose in, I think, Skahari. It's about 50 degrees, partly cloudy. We have rain coming in the morning and through the day tomorrow, so I think that's what we're seeing out west here. We have chicken salad sandwiches, homemade, mango, champagne mango, and beer. How are you doing?
Caught my breath.
I'll be the first to open my beer. Nothing new about that. Let me just pan around this landscape here because it's pretty epic.
Yeah, that's the creek over there, but did you catch out that flooded farmland down below?
Pretty special spot. That's pretty good. So at my work, we have products that we don't sell very much anymore, and the resources it takes to keep them compliant with today's technology is more than what we're receiving in revenue. So we sunset those items and we retire them, and we don't give them any more attention. People that are still using this software can continue to use it, but it won't be supported. So in that vein, are there any things in your life that you'd like to sunset or retire and not give attention to?
You know, that's a great question. I was contemplating that on my way up the hill there. When I got ditched to finish it myself, I was contemplating who to sunset, but then I remembered I did actually encourage you to go on without me, so.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I've been sunsetting negativity regularly for the past, I don't know, 6 years or so. That's the number one thing I sunset. Anytime a negative vibe comes up, no matter be it a person, place, or thing, that habit even, that would have to go, just to keep things fresh and clean.
How do you sunset negativity?
I turn in the other direction when I recognize it's in front of me. It could be somebody's negative talk.
Yeah.
That maybe I just have to remove myself from the conversation.
Okay.
You know, maybe somebody's talking negatively about somebody. I understand sometimes people need to vent, but when it goes down the rabbit hole of bringing somebody down with their negative words, then I have to step away from that.
How do you recognize negativity? It's a feeling you get, and then you
I get a feeling in my stomach, yeah. Yeah. Or, you know, it reminds me of a time when I had more negativity in my life and that bad vibe it gave me. And yeah, when you hear negative talk, you know, maybe
it stands out, right?
It just stands out. Maybe it's even the voice in my own head I've had to get rid of at times, you know, that negative voice will try to creep back in, like,
You've been sunsetting negativity since I met you.
I have, yeah.
So you're, at this point, pretty experienced with it. I think we said 2 years we've known each other
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So you're continuing to sunset negativity. You still experience negativity that you have.
Well, yeah, it's around us, you know, and I think when you start limiting your exposure to it, you become more sensitive to it. Like when I stopped having sugar in my coffee and stopped eating so many sweets, when I taste something sweet, it's like overload.
Oh.
Like I told you, I had that voodoo donut out in Oregon on my work trip there, which was a great treat, but I couldn't even finish it because by the end, the sweetness was so powerful.
So you think sugar is negative?
Well, not always.
No.
It can be a negative. Processed sugar is definitely a negative. I think you have to be careful of your sugar intake. But as you have less of something, you become more sensitive when it's present. So as I'm now more sensitive to sugar, I don't eliminate it from my diet. I mean, I love honey in my tea.
Right.
I like sugar, just like the rest of them. But yeah, I'm sensitive to it. And the same way with negativity. When I'm around negative people, it's more upsetting now than it used to be.
No negativity policy.
Yeah, I
Would you
started
consider
with
it a law at this point? No negativity law. That's
Yeah, before it started off as a guideline, and
Yeah.
my no negativity guideline became a positivity policy. And I've enacted the positivity policy so that to keep myself healthy.
Well, we're getting a muted sunset tonight, but nonetheless.
Yeah, it's great. I love the way it's looking on the clouds.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Dive into these chicken salads.
Yeah.
Chickens love salad.
Cheers. I just like watching you enjoy it.
You should make a YouTube channel of people eating things for the first time
Oh my God.
when you make them. Stuff.
This came out fantastic. Wow.
Reaction videos to people eating your food.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, the meld of flavors. It's perfect.
Because there's a house down there. It's got like its plot of
Surrounded by water.
Yeah, but it's true. It is surrounded by water. I know,
Like how do their driveway is like that little strip.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's flooded. Oh, but yeah, they can get in through over there. But
Yeah. Well, they probably build the driveway up before they put it in to avoid the flood.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
You were mentioning something before about items that you wanted to sunset, possibly. What was that
Well,
about?
I've been thinking about spring cleaning, and I saw this quote today. I think it was James Clear, and he said something about look around the objects in your room, and each one of those objects might speak to you as to why it's important to you, or what is drawing your attention to it. And every object of the room is then therefore competing for your attention. So maybe you want to reassess, do you want to give your attention to this object? Do you want to continue to give it your attention? And maybe that's why we change things out of our room with
Any attention.
Any
Like,
attention,
you might
right?
want to get rid of it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I might want to get rid of it or
Sunset.
sunset
Oh, I see.
it.
Sunset
maybe
the
even,
object.
Maybe even sunset
Rotate it
for a
around.
season. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, just to keep things fresh and simplified. Because if you're
Maybe
giving
that's why people decorate.
if you're giving the thing over on your shelf your attention, maybe you're not giving the ukulele your attention, because now you see the other thing and it diverts your attention away from the positive habit you're trying to create.
I like that a lot.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah. That's what I've been contemplating today. What about you? I know you've been trying to, the last two sunsets, sunrises, sunsets you've captured. You were working on your fears
Oh yeah.
and sunsetting those.
You heard that?
Yeah, how's
Yeah.
that been going for you?
It's a constant thought in my head. Every time I can recognize myself being afraid, I'm going through, I don't know, I'm reading a book about fear, and I'm going through a lot of the phrases and ideas that the book is bringing up and other things. So I think talking about it
Helps, right?
it helps. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, what do you? Yeah, no one. You don't want to be afraid. People know you're afraid. But you don't want to let people know you're afraid, right? I mean, maybe you do.
Well, we're taught to not let people know we're afraid.
Yeah, we are.
But maybe when we let
Fear.
people know we're
Is
afraid, it's a way of facing
spirit
our fear.
emotion, or is it a? What is it?
I think it's a reaction.
A reaction?
An emotion?
I
A
don't
secondary
know.
emotion?
Secondary emotion, yeah.
But I think, yeah, maybe once we overcome that stigma and we can talk about our fear, it's a form of facing it.
Fear of the future, fear of the past. I've talked about that before. Fear that there won't be any more chicken salad. That's, those are things that cross my mind. But that's the fear of the future.
Yeah.
I just got to appreciate this chicken salad now.
There's not only more chicken salad, homemade with that freshly herbed chicken breast grilled on the grill, but also there's more tomatoes to put on your sandwich that are farm fresh, as well as the American cheese, and more fresh potato rolls. Aren't these rolls so soft?
Well, I guess I can sunset that fear then. So, do you live around here often?
It's funny you should ask, because I haven't actually spent my entire life living.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever is to go through life and not truly be living it. So I'm also done with that habit of not living. So now I live around here everywhere. Everywhere I am alive and living.
Oh, shit.
And yes, here I am, living around here always now. Always and forever into the future.
That's great.
Yeah.
That would be a sunrise conversation, probably.
Yeah, it works for both.
Yeah.
I sunsetted the non-living,
Yeah.
the zombie of my previous life.
To life. To
And
life.
I am.
L'chaim. Sunrise, sunset, sun. If I were a rich man.
Oh, what was that song we heard on the way here?
Mountain Sound. Sleep until the sun goes down. The Taylor Muddle Tom Zoil. What other songs are from that?
Well, you were in the play.
I know. I did. I just said 4.
I only watched it. That was when I wasn't living my full life. I only dreamed in my head about being in a play. I never had the nerve to try out when I was in high school.
Yeah, that's the Schoharie Creek.
Right over there is the creek.
This is like a irrigation channel that they made, probably at one point off of the creek.
Oh, maybe.
For the farmland here. I mean, this land here has probably been super fruitful for these farmer families, don't you think?
It must be, right?
I mean, the water right here.
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about how in the kind of the cradle of civilization was between the Euphrates and the
Right, Mesopotamia?
yeah,
Between two
Mesopotamia,
rivers? And the Nile?
and they started discovering that plants would grow more near the river, and their seeds that they were throwing away would then fruit that fruit eventually.
That's how we became farmers.
Yeah. I think it would be a good YouTube channel also to have, where you could do mansplaining to lesbians.
No.
No?
No, that sounds terrible. That's like so many channels out there already mansplain.
Yeah, is there? Specifically, like you could mansplain manhole covers. That'd be the first
Nobody
episode.
wants to watch
first
mansplaining. No. No, I won't let you do that.
Not me, I'm just saying for someone to do it.
I see, for someone.
I mean, could a woman mansplain?
No.
They could pretend, you know, be like, they could get a deep voice and like get all pompous and
Oh my
whatnot.
goodness.
We should sunset mansplaining.
We should, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I could mansplain how to sunset mansplaining to the men. What? Can you mansplain to a man? I guess, could you? I mean, or is that just splaining?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Well, any final remarks?
The sun's not going yet. It's just behind those clouds. It's still setting.
Oh.
Don't you think?
Well, it does say the sunset's at 7:29, but
Yeah. It's only 7:14.
I'm not sure what vantage point that's from. I mean, we're behind a mountain here, so.
Well, that's true. But I don't think, I feel like it's like right there. I don't feel like it's
I was
below.
kind of hoping that it would like set down there through that little valley.
Oh,
down there.
yeah.
That would have been epic, wouldn't it? So if I meant to pull it up beforehand, but there's that Sky View app that I have where you can see the stars.
Oh.
And it shows the sun and its trajectory through the sky, so you can, if you're in the place that you're going to watch the sunset, you should be able to generally see where it's going to set in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't check that out. I don't know how I would have. Part of this experiment is to note where the sun sets at a particular place at a particular time of year, so you kind of have an idea of where the best places are. I wouldn't
Right,
say
in the summer it might not be right there. It might be a little over
it's
more.
actually it's
I
going to
think
be
it's more
over
that
there.
way. Ah.
So it will be.
Well,
yeah.
there's that ledge over there. We didn't make it to the ledge.
Right. Well, right, but
You know
I'm
that
talking,
slab? Like, we're not on the...
If it's set there, it's going to set over there in the summer because they call it the angle of Azimuth. Is the angle that the center of the sun hits a flat plane looking due south. So, like from where we are, like the angle gets greater during the summer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying we might be able to catch it better if we were on the slab as it goes over that way.
Maybe, yeah. True. That hill, though, is getting on the other side of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'd be interesting if we're going to a specific town or city
Yeah.
sometime for a trip or whatever it is, and we happen to be around a sunset.
There you go. Champagne mangoes.
Mmm.
Pretty tasty.
Mmm. Mm-hmm. I wrote it in here. Champagne mango.
We'll have to... you can look up how to spell words on your phone.
Champagne?
Champagne.
I thought it was like
G-N-E.
I thought it was like shampoo that was like ouch, ouch, ow. Oh.
I gotta wash that dirt right out of my hair. Yeah, these are tasty.
The mango seed is huge though, isn't it?
It is.
It's almost like you don't even get much mango out of it.
I know. The seed takes up the whole
And
thing.
it's like they're expensive too, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I think they're imported, aren't they? I don't think they grow here.
Which way do you want to go down?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go down
That way?
the less steep side, so as it gets dusk, well, I don't want to go down that steep side in the dusk.
You take more on that way. I know. That's fine.
That's my thought. Plus, we have to get the view. I want to see what it looks like from the slab.
Yeah, so that's when we should wrap it up.
Okay. Here. Good thing you're not allergic to these. Yeah, feel the temperature dropping, that's for sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nothing to see here.
Got my book wet?
No, I didn't get the book wet.